Hey, what's up guys, it's LeMar DeVente, and I'm back with another Bakugan news video. So I'm super excited because this is more news on the reboot for Bakugan, which is tentatively named Bakugan Battle Plan from what we know, from the trademark that I found way back when. And I just want to say thank you to Bakugan Wiki. There's a few people who notified me about this, really grateful. But let's get right into the news. So first off, in this conference call for Spin Master regarding their fourth quarter 2017 financial results, they talked a bit about Bakugan, which is amazing. So somebody in this call ended up asking a question about Bakugan, whether it's going to have a global release or if they will first focus on a specific region, which is kind of acknowledging what ended up happening with Bakugan as it did fail in Japan, which is something very interesting to note. They also explain why we did have such a long wait for Bakugan to come back, as it says they're waiting 7 years for a new generation of kids to come around to be interested in this product. Interesting to think, since after Bakugan ended in Japan, they ended up launching BakuTech, and maybe it could have been a bit more successful, and it does show that Spin Master is thinking a lot more about the strategy that they will be using to market Bakugan, to actually reintroduce it, and I think it's actually a pretty smart move that they have waited so long, really, as it won't just be something like BakuTech that will probably end pretty soon, and it was very much different from the actual Bakugan series. So now we go to his second part of this, which is staying true to the Bakugan series. Really important to hear this. If he means it, I'm not sure, but it's good that at least to hear this coming from this official call. And he says that they have something different about the Bakugan toys, and that they're excited to show these guys something about it in the spring. So wait a second, did he say something new? Showing them in the spring? So this shows that they actually have prototypes, and that is great to see that now we're actually getting much closer to the Bakugan reboot coming out. It is slated for 2019, as they do say later on, but actual prototypes, whether it's for investors or for actual public people, people like us actually viewing this video or other Bakugan videos, who knows? But maybe it will leak again. And hopefully we do get a leak of this, because I really want to see what this Bakugan series holds. So he goes on to start talking about the actual show, which is important to note. Previously, we knew that it was starting to come into the works, as we had TMS Entertainment and Nelvana working on it, who had worked on, I believe, all 4 seasons of the original Bakugan series. But now it's starting to change. As they mentioned, it's going to go from actual 22-minute episodes to 2 11-minute episodes in the same time slot. This is something really interesting, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to like this, because I really did like 22-minute time slots. Even on the Bakugan website, they keep on showing how it's 22 minutes long, so we're going to go from this all the way to this. I'm really not liking the idea of this. I feel like maybe it will hurt the actual storyline of Bakugan, but let's get back onto the actual topic of the show. So they mentioned to these investors, or whoever it is in the business world, that they will be showing them soon the actual animation. So it's probably going to be test footage, maybe a small trailer, but still, could this be public once again? Perhaps. Would love to see a leak of what they do have for the show, because I think everyone's praying that this isn't like the Ben 10 reboot. So now they're talking about how they will be aiming for a global launch instead of just going for certain regions. I believe before it had the early release in Japan and then Canada, before the show even had come out. So that's something very interesting to note. And they started talking about having direct stores that they'll be doing it through instead of distributors. Now that's something very interesting, as in Japan, Bakugan was distributed by Takara Tomy, which is well known for Beyblade, as well as Beat 'em On, and quite a few other series actually. So this makes me wonder, will Takara Tomy be handling the Japanese release of this once again, and will Sonokong be involved, as well as Sonokong distributed Bakugan in Korea, which was under Takara Tomy as well. So maybe Spin Master will do it by themselves, I don't know, but I feel like it could be a bit risky if they did do that, it may be better if they had a local or regional, national Japanese brand who did the actual Japanese release of it. So, going on, talking about the global franchise and all of that, something really interesting to know is that they want to get a movie out. Now, I believe it was in 2008, something along those lines. It was Universal or Paramount who had expressed interest in actually releasing a live action Bakugan movie. Of course, that never came to light. Is it for the best? Perhaps. But either way, it seems like this could be actually a bit more serious, as they are planning ahead and they do know about the actual success of Bakugan. So, just very nice to hear that they are having such big plans for this series, which does give me hope about it. So at the end of this conference, the last thing here is specifying that they do want to target the Asia market. Now this is important, as I mentioned before, Bakugan did end up failing in Japan. I'm not too sure about Korea and maybe some of the other Asian countries, but at least it did fail in Japan, which was the home country, as it was a Canadian-Japanese collaboration to make this. So it seems like Spin Master really does want to fix these issues that they previously had with the series. And that's everything. So what I used was the transcript of the actual call, and I just want to recap some of what I said in here. So previously in another video, I had said TMS Entertainment, or was it THS, one or the other, and Nirvana were working on these series. We now know that it will most likely be 2 11-minute episodes in the 22-minute time slot. Along with that, they have planned for some sort of new advancement in the Bakugan marbles, and we may actually get a preview of that, investor or public, sometime in the spring. And the same could almost be said about the actual anime slash cartoon itself, and hopefully we do actually get some more information. So thanks for watching. If you guys do like this video, leave a like, and if you want to be updated for all this Bakugan news and other Beyblade content that I do upload, hit that subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching, and please let me know what you guys hope for this Bakugan series. Would love to hear your opinion. So thanks for watching, and brawl on!